My name is Leo Barros. Immigrant, truck driver, journalist, lawyer by training. So it's nice to see this rainbow of colors out here. Normally when I go to a room, it's mostly white. Kim knows that. Where's Kim? He's there. Anyways, this kind of reflects what the trucking industry, especially in the GTA, is right now. Maybe slightly more, but this is what it is. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, PTTAC, IHSA, for this opportunity to speak over here and share my thoughts. It's kind of weird where the front benches are empty, just like school, right? So we're going to be a little interactive over here. And I need some feedback from this room. Any immigrants in the room? Raise your hands. Immigrants, come on, guys. Hands up. Wow, pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
How many truck drivers in the room? Come on. Whoop, whoop. Pretty good. Okay. Now let's switch. How many of you have kids in the room? The most important question. How many of your kids want to be a truck driver? Crickets? Silence? So who's going to drive your trucks? Any answers? Immigrants.
Autopilot.
That stage 5 is a long way. Stage 5 is a long way. Who's going to drive a truck, guys? Immigrants. I asked these same questions at the Fleet Safety Council in London about 2 months ago. There were 2 immigrants in the room, me and one other guy. There were many more over here. So let's be clear about this. Immigrants choose to come to Canada. Canada owes you nothing. What you do here is on your own accord, right? Personally, Canada has been welcoming to me. At the start, every immigrant has a story. I came with $200. I was pushed back over here. I could not find a job. Many of us have the same experience. Personally, in my first year, I had 5 T4 forms, 5. I did 5 jobs. Nobody looked at what I could bring to the table. You're an immigrant, you need Canadian experience. We've all had that, right? But now, many of you in the room, I'm talking to the immigrants here, you have moved along. This is your chance to speak up, let people hear what you have to say, right? Also, on the flip side, there are a few people who give immigrants, a community, a bad name, and we all know that. They don't play by the rules for whatever reason. And then a whole community gets tainted by that same brush, right? So, immigrants, have you heard this one? Go back where you came from. Who has heard that? I have. Anybody else? No? In my first year, I was at Jack Darling Park in Mississauga, and 2 kids told me go back home, and I had no answer. If they ask me now, I'll say I'm heading straight back to Milton, that's where I live. Right? I write stories which are sometimes controversial, people don't agree with what I say, and then we get comments. These are these keyboard warriors who will say, deport them. Do you know who they are? You don't know if they are Canadian, if they are PR, deport them to where? Who's gonna, or they see someone's name, I'm gonna be very blunt now. If they see a Singh, send them back to India. The Singh has been here for the past 20 years. Send him back to India, really? We have become insensitive now, right? Because we can say stuff hiding behind a keyboard. We live in very volatile times. Immigrants are in the spotlight in the US and here, right? Who has heard about the fatal the crash in Florida? Everybody, right? So you have an illegal, as they call them, alien, making an illegal U-turn. 3 people died. When trucking makes the headlines, mostly it's for the wrong reasons. Unless it's like when I work in the trucking media, we talk about trucking, but in the mainstream media, if trucking does come in the headlines, it's for the wrong reasons. And that's not a good thing. Now let's think, if this truck driver was from Canada, and it was a Canadian truck, what would the implications be for the industry as a whole? As it's a lot of food for thought out there to think about things like this, right? So there are social media feeds of videos, pictures, and the focus is mostly on diverse drivers doing stupid things, crazy things on the road. And so immigrants are in the spotlight. Now, for everybody here, since your office is out on the road, on the highway, shippers, receivers, wherever you go, and more importantly, in the eye of the general public. So you are a target, and especially if you are an immigrant driver, the target's on your back. So you have to be on your best behavior. Switching over, all the good work that is being done sometimes does not make the news. You've got excellent companies here with great safety records, right? They are doing this, they work day and night. Your goods are coming in, no one knows about it. It's a problem when something happens. Drivers, delivering freight through bad weather, day, night. So I was heading to Hanover, about 2 hours north of here, and there were so many trucks on the road. And I like to think, who's driving this truck? Where's he going? These guys are working. You might be sitting in your office sipping a cup of coffee. These guys are working. They're hauling loads all the time, right? Safely. People in the warehouses, and very importantly, driving schools. There are driving schools that are doing the right thing, training people the right way. You hear, I write about fly-by-night schools. I write about people not doing the right thing, but the majority of people are following the rules. They're doing the things the way things have to be done, and nobody recognizes that. So a few individuals, companies, maybe driving schools, are tainting a whole community, immigrants, and the industry. This is a highly visible problem. And as I said, the same brush is being used to taint a whole group of people. So here we have a group of people doing the right thing, and that's why you guys are here. So my take is, speak up. Don't let the problematic folks define you, your company, who you are, right? You are examples of what is right and proper, so make some noise about it. Don't sit on the sidelines. Join a group of people, join an organization where your voice will be heard. Because if you sit on the side and just, whisper or grumble about it, it's not going to help you. Use social media. It's a fantastic way to spread the word within your community, your groups, that you're doing the right thing, right? Personally, I'll say this. Integrate, assimilate, while nurturing your culture, traditions, and your self-worth, right? We can all change and be good examples. I'm going to end with what I think is a very important message. So a couple of days ago, I was at the Women's Trucking Federation of Canada's Bridging the Barriers. Who was there? Yeah. So Kelly Cooper, she's from Loblaws, and she had a very important message for being inclusive, and she was talking about women, but I would say this is for everybody. Don't let the assholes win.